chill.
Draft Daddies, we are back. And not only are we back to bring you everything coming up and your expectations, but this is not season 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but this is season 5. Can I get a round of applause? Thank you. Yes. Season 5. Let's just sort of take a moment. I'm gonna kick us off here. By the way, this is your ass. I don't know if you know, but you know. And I'm here with Kamish and Mr. Aaron Zitch. And man, it's good to see your guys' faces again and be doing this thing. I love it. I know you guys bear through it, and you guys listening also listen on 2.5, however fast you can X through this. But it's good to see you guys.
Blake, it's
5
good to be
years.
Back. It's good
5
to be
years.
back. 5 years. You know, what started out as just a dream in my head in, Elster Way has amassed to this. Could you believe it?
I never thought that I would be a part of a fantasy football league or honestly anything that would
last 5 years.
Last 5 years. Yeah. Geez, my college experience wasn't even 5 years.
Yeah. Well, hey, but it's not just a fantasy football league though.
It's so much more. It's so much more.
Community. This is friendships. You know,
these are
the people we're with.
No, I will say it's been an emotional. I've been on an emotional roller coaster. I'm feeling a little sentimental. So I just want to take a moment and in your own mind, we don't have to even talk about it on the cast, and the listeners, please do this as well. Just think about where we were as a group and individually 5 years ago. And this is one thing that truly has been consistent. And we've all been here. And, with some examples, like Chris's stuff we helped Chris with like everything. This is so much more than just a league. And as someone who doesn't live in Indianapolis anymore, I know we started as kind of an indie local league-ish. Like, I feel very tied to all you guys all the time. And I don't know about you guys, but when people ask or we talk about like our fantasy football league, it almost doesn't feel like it does it justice to be like, oh yeah, I'm in a, like, we take this fantasy football league pretty seriously. Like, it's so much more than that. And I love each and every one of you. And we have some big things, some fucking awesome things planned that will come about throughout the remainder of the year. That being said, we always start these years with one thing and one thing only. Our one ceremony. We've done it every time, I think. Yeah, we have. And that's draft weekend. It started as maybe just a draft day, but we're on a full weekend. And Mr. Aaron Zitch, you over the last this will be the third year of hosting?
I think so. I don't know if it's third or fourth, but yeah, it's been the honorary draft house. We've had some highs and some lows as a part of hosting it over here in Bean Creek, this end of Indianapolis. And so looking forward to it. We're just, we're breaking the fourth wall here. We're filming on August 5th. We are a little over 2.5 weeks out from draft day on August 23rd, Saturday. And I mean, I'm damn near shaking with excitement about draft weekend. But yeah, I'm excited to host it again, and we've got some really cool things planned. A lot of the same things we've done every year, but it's a couple new things. So I'm going to get us launched in. For those of you who are listening, thank you. Thanks for being here. You'll be the most informed about draft weekend, and we appreciate you listening. So on Saturday morning, August 23rd, per usual, we're going to do our golf scramble, probably tee times around 8 a.m. We'll wait on our golf master of golf, Brandon Magner, to get those tee times squared away. We're still in the debate, depending on who's going to show up, if we're doing pairs, if we're doing trios. So stay tuned. This will be in the chat.
But honestly, real quick, if you even want to bother showing up, we could just go and have fun and just hit around, and you guys could just give whoever we're with the trophy.
I mean, Glenn's not going to be there to carry the team this year, Blake.
Yeah, there's some change ups in teams this year, so Blake will be dethroned. That's my prediction.
Mark his word. Put money on it. Actually, Blake don't, but
I can't.
everyone else
I can't. We can't all put money on it, but if I could, I would. All right.
So golf scramble details to come. But bring your A game because, as usual, there's going to be some form of benefit to winning the scramble. And then following the scramble, we assume we get home around 1 lunchtime. As you all know, we weren't able to celebrate last year. So we got to take some time to recognize our winners and our losers from the 24-25 season of Draft Daddies Fantasy Football League. So we'll spend some time doing our trophy ceremony during lunchtime. So congrats, Keegan. I know it's been a minute since we've thought about it. You can't see it here, but I've got your ring here on screen. I've been keeping it warm for you, kind of in my mind, imagining that I actually win something in this league other than regular season championships. But
And we should real quick congrats to Chris Boylan because I've heard that he's finally free of GERD because of the hot dog excursion that he had, and just big moments.
I think next year he's taking down Joey Chestnut.
He's got a chance.
Joey's a beast, man. Joey's indomitable. Okay, so trophy ceremony back at the house. We will celebrate with the slideshow per usual and awards. We will have lunch provided that comes out of our dues. We'll talk a little bit more about dues, but we're planning for hot dogs, brats, buffalo chicken dip, same old. Just make sure you bring what you want to drink. I'm sure there will be some beverages, but stop by the liquor store, bring whatever you're wanting to drink for the night. Bring your own booze. I'll have a cooler and ice and whatnot. Our favorite, the combine. So to determine draft order, as soon as we're done with our trophy ceremony, we're going to move into our combine. This year, we are going to be doing the punt, pass, and kick. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the punt, pass, and kick, we will be in an open area to be determined. I'm going to go see if I can find us an elementary school. Some of us, Glenn's not here, so we don't have to worry about staying 100 yards away, so we're good. I'll find us a field that we can all go to and do punt, pass, kick. So what you're gonna do? We're gonna start on one end of the field. You're gonna punt from that distance. You're going to pass, and then from that distance, you are going to kick. And if you make your field goal, if everyone makes their field goal, we'll have some tiebreakers. But we're going on cumulative distance to determine draft order. So some more details to come, but make sure we get those hamstrings stretched. We've got a couple folks who can maybe Narcan you or something, but no torn hamstring solutions if you're not stretched adequately. So that's the plan for that. In it, we've been talking about our tiebreaker. We've talked about the hot dog 100-meter. We'll see where that goes. So these three are working on it. Just FYI. So following that, determining draft order, dinner. We've got dinner back at the house. Sam Silver Circle. That's the plan. We're all going to pitch in. So this is not covered by dues. So day of, we'll pitch in and we'll order some Sam Silver
Blake,
Circle.
really quick, can you tell us how you feel about Sam Silver Circle?
Blah. No, I said I'm not coming if it's not there. And that's my one request is ass. Hey, real quick, I do want to back us up just real fast.
Sure.
If you cannot, and this goes for anything and everything, if you can't be at a certain thing for event, the semi-required things would obviously be the draft, ideally. You don't have to be in person, but virtually, which we'll talk about here in a sec. But for the combine, do you want to talk about that? Just
Yeah. Great call. So here's our, for those of you who are not going to be making
Right now, and I believe there's only two. I think it's only Jackson and Jackson and Glenn right now that are unable to make it.
Yeah, so Jackson and Glenn, for the two of you, and if anybody else doesn't make it, we'll send you the details of what we're doing. But you will be required between now and draft day to go out and record yourself doing the punt, pass, and kick. We could just decide your order, but there's no fun in that. You're going to go out and you are going to have somebody or yourself film you doing the punt, pass, and kick on a football field somewhere else where we can measure it. And hopefully you're not just taking a bunch of tries and giving us your best one, but that way we can actually put you in the pool to determine where your draft order is.
And if you don't do the punt, pass, and kick and record yourself, your first pick is Andy Dalton. So,
and
sorry about that. That's rules.
Hey, Aaron and Kamish, if I happen to know that I'm going to be late, should I also maybe just record it and send?
Sounds
You
like
should
a
have
great
a
idea.
pretty damn good reason if you're late. So we'll just make that statement.
Fair enough. Strong words from a
Awesome.
strong man. All right, kick us back into speaking of strong words, strong men. I feel like last year was a strong punishment, and I feel
It
like we should
was a
talk about it.
strong punishment. It was a great punishment, and this league, despite all of the amazing things we have always struggled to determine a punishment. And so this year, at the time of posting this podcast, we'll send you all a link. It'll be in the description of the YouTube video. We'll send it in the chat. We'll tag it, everything. There's going to be a survey. So between now when this is posted and August 23rd, I want you guys to submit as many ideas as you can to this punishment survey link. Give us, the nastiest, the awfulest ones. Give us, easy ones. And we're going to sort through them and we're going to bring them to draft day, highlight the ones we either, saw a bunch of, the ones that we thought were super realistic, yada, yada, yada. And we're going to spend an hour while we're eating dinner to vote with the rest of the crew. We will have a determined punishment before we draft. Before we draft, we're determining punishment, because that way nobody can complain when they draft a shitty team, or when they lose, halfway through the season they lose Bijan, and their hopes are all gone. So punishment will be decided prior to draft, and everyone needs to submit as many ideas as you can in this survey.
I would say the only caveat would probably be legality. And things can be a little illegal, but overall, let's try and keep it somewhat legal. We will, I don't know if you said this, Aaron, we'll parse it down. So we'll have a condensed list. So when Peyton, of course, will inevitably submit something questionable, legal, completely legal, but morally and ethically questionable, we will probably not include that in the conversation.
That does not sound like Peyton.
I don't know which Peyton you're talking about. So punishment determined prior to draft, and then as of right now, we're slating draft for 7:30. We're not going to have it any earlier than that, but we may push it back depending on how the in-person folks are doing. But those of you out of townies, plan for 7:30. But we'll keep everyone updated throughout the day. So draft 7:30. Everyone be ready. Have your notes. Have your laptop. Make sure your phone's charged. Bring your chargers. Be ready to rock and roll. Because what did we set? Did we set 1 minute timers last year? Or maybe it was a minute and a half. It might be a minute and a half.
I feel like it was a minute and a half.
Yeah. We'll plan on minute and a half timers, but be ready.
Or don't. Shit, don't. Who cares?
And if you auto draft, or the team auto drafts for you, it turns out it usually does pretty well. So that's that. That's draft night. Once we get the draft done, we'll spend the rest of the night, shitting on each other's teams and stroking our own egos about, who we drafted and whatnot. And so the obligatory rankings, we'll see where that goes till the end of the night. And then I know some folks are golfing the next morning, so plan for that if you're planning on golfing. Brandon will have some tee times. So that's draft day. Boys, did I miss anything on draft day?
No, I don't think so. Obviously, bring a computer, whatnot, if you're drafting. It will still be an online draft, but we'll have our draft board there, all that good stuff.
And another again, emphasizing, bring your own booze. Bring perhaps a change of clothes from the golf. You're not going to want to stay in your golf attire. So from golf to home, bring a change of clothes, comfortable, and the ability to punt, pass, and kick. And then bring your laptops, your chargers, your booze, everything else for the rest of the night. So,
or like I said, don't. I don't care what you do.
Just don't listen to ass. I know most of you don't anyways. Just simply don't listen to them. So, with that being said, I'm looking forward to draft day. I know that we've got some other details to share with you guys, so I'm going to throw it over to Seth.
Yeah, lots of good things. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate all the work all the daddies do. Like I said, my job as commish is to make sure that I do as little as possible and just make you all do work to be part of the league. So that's my goal. But I do kind of do some things up front, make some decisions, whether you like it or not. First one is that buy-in this year, dues, whatever you want to call it, is $100 per person. That's what we did last year. We felt like that was a good price. with good prizes, good fees that covered some things. We're sticking with $100 per person. Again, that needs to be to me before draft day, or I guess before the draft time. So we can say that. We'll say 7 o'clock roughly. What that'll look like is prizes. It'll be $750 to first place. Second place will get $250, and then most points will get a little over their money back at 120. So going with that, that's the prize, how it looks like for winning. Looking forward to covering that this year on my side as I finally take home a win, which would be lovely as long as Keegan doesn't win his third freaking title. If so, we would have to kick him out of the league. Fees, though, what that looks like, because all of that money is not going just to prizes, does go towards fees a little bit. Aaron mentioned lunch is going to be covered that day for draft day. We're going to get that draft board, so it's nice, stickers, updated, pretty. We do have a trophy and a ring that the champion gets that, if you win, that's what you get to show off. It's a worthwhile investment. And some production materials that go along with maintaining the league in good standing. So promise that it's going to be covered and paid out well. If you want some more questions, or if you have more questions, don't. So I'm not going to give you any more explanation than that. But yes, Blake did mention merch, and I'm sure that's what we all want to hear, Blake talking about merch. So Blake, I'm going to hand that off to you.
Yeah. Really, really excited about merch this year because I don't have to do it. And I'm sure you guys are just as happy about that. We'll still maybe have a hand. Well, doesn't matter. Designs, it's still going to be, I will still be there. Here's what I'll say. For merch, for quality control of the quality of merch that you are getting, I'm still going to definitely have my hand in it. And at the same time, I will not be shipping these things out to you or away from you. It will not be being sent to Asheville. Honestly, part of this is because of everything, because of the mishap that we had happen, or that I let happen last year. But also, I just don't want to risk having it sent here and then another hurricane striking, just because.
I heard that was the reason for the hurricane.
I think you can't. I don't know that you can prove causation, but not worth the risk. Not worth the risk for the city of Asheville. Just going to avoid that in totality. So Peyton will be having some designs in there, and we will have that distributed by our lovely, once again, hey, at this point, does this mean that I'm getting up on the hierarchy if I'm able to start disseminating some of my things, start delegating some of my tasks out? Because I'm now delegating this out maybe a little bit forcibly, but Mr. Matt Kreutzer will be distributing and taking care of that side of it. But kind of feel like I'm, a little higher up. It's just good delegation is what it is.
Of course. Yeah. Some may say that it was taken away. You can say, you gave it away, whatever you want to believe. But I am excited to see what Drafty and, Frank the hot dog are up to this year. There might be a new addition. There might be Explorer celebrating a new holiday. I'm not sure, but hopefully we'll find out on those things soon.
What's so funny is that these guys on here are forgetting who edits the podcast, and that's one thing you can't take away from me, bitch. Free speech. Yeah, so that's merch. That's merch. So that's kind of a bit of a change, probably a change for the better. And what other changes we got this year, Kamish?
Yeah, two big ones. Well, I guess, two big ones with another third announcement. The third announcement is we're not going to really make any other changes. So I know some of you sent me some ideas. It's not going to happen. So sorry about you. But the two other big ones are that I did edit the divisions. So last year we played in slightly outdated divisions. So there's a new edit on that. So if you want to log into your ESPN app, which I guess has changed the format and what it looks like.
It looks awful. I'm not used to it yet. Maybe I'll come to love it, but it looks horrible.
On the computer, I feel like it's pretty similar. Anyways, so we have the out of townies still slightly, updated on who is actually out of town, and then the Circle City crew. You may not have been born there, but you reside there, you love there. If you don't, well, then you can leave and join the out of townies. So that's what it looks like. You can see how that is restructured. I think it'll add for some increased divisional rivalries, and along with that, I am going to custom make the schedule this year. Last year, not everyone got to play everyone, and that's not fun. And it's also not fun if you play the best team in the league a couple times throughout the season. So what we're going to do is I'm going to custom make the schedule where everyone plays everyone at one point, so you can talk crap to every single other person in this league, and then we'll have to have 1 week of a repeat, right? Is that right, fellas? Because we'll have 13 matchups.
No, we'll have 13 matchups, which I think
And there's 13 weeks, right?
is the first week of playoffs.
14?
So,
Okay,
yeah,
perfect.
We should be perfect.
Oh, awesome. So, yeah, we'll do that. We'll play everyone. And then, yeah, if you're in the playoffs, you're in the playoffs. And you'll get some repeats at that point. So, looking forward to some league changes. I think it'll benefit the Daddies. It'll benefit all of us as we look forward to this year. And speaking of looking forward to the Draft Daddies' 5th year, what are we looking forward to this year, fellas?
This year is our 5th year. We've had some wild things. We've had some wild close matchups. It's been a lot of fun going on. A lot of some people performing better than others. I'm not worried about performance this year. This year, I am truly most excited to see trades, how those play out, because it's always so fun. Trade negotiations, all of that, but away from the field, which is ironic because we do this all away from the field. I am just excited to see everyone grow and shit talk, and I'm looking forward to just the camaraderie again in this league. And I know that that's kind of a lame cop-out answer, but I really, really am. I know we keep the chats going throughout the year, the off season and stuff, but like there's something that just hits different during the season, especially when when you beat that person or you lose to that person. And I love feeling the tension in the chat sometimes. There's nothing hotter than it. I really started sweet there and went to a totally I love when we just hate each other a little bit. But
yeah, and I'm going to go back on one of your points here a little bit. We can tell, and I talked to your wife a little bit about this, but we know you're not always worried about your performance, especially not performing your best. So,
amen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Appreciate you. I appreciate that sentiment. I'm really, again, looking forward to what the rest of the league brings, and again, looking forward to some more active chats and reviving this a little bit. But speaking of revival, we've got we had our celebration plans, and just like the hurricane, Mother Nature decided fuck the Draft Daddies again. And flooded my basement. So over the last couple of weeks, I've been spending countless hours finishing my basement after finally getting through all the insurance. So it went down on Draft Daddy Celebration Day, but its revival will be on Draft Daddy Draft Day, and I'm really excited about that. I think about my hosting in my basement is kind of like it's a holy mecca as a part of this league, right? The creek, the feet in the creek, the crawdaddies were born here. Like we've got a lot of great stories that have come.
I'm pretty sure Feet in the Creek was actually. I'm pretty sure Feet in the Creek was something different.
You're right.
That was but still, it still stands.
Feet in the Creek has carried over to Draft Daddies too. So, but I mean, my holes in my yard from chipping, the combine, etc. We've had lots of memories from this house, and so I'm really excited simply to host you guys again, to bring everyone back to this space. I will have a completely new and revitalized space. Some things will feel old, some things will feel new. But I'm really, this is what's driving me to pour hours into manual labor, is to have it prepared for you guys. So I'm really excited.
Aaron, I did hear we're going to have a dance competition in the new studio.
Yeah, built a new studio for my wife, so you can do some. Seb will probably just be sitting there flexing in the mirrors all night, but we'll see what happens.
Anyway, guys, basically what he's saying is, let's fuck up his new basement.
Let's fuck up the new
basement.
Let's
fuck it up. Let's get rowdy.
Pour some water in it. Pour some water in it.
Seb, what are you excited about?
Gosh, do I want to be sentimental or do I don't know. We'll see. Is this the first year where everyone's returning?
It
only took us 5 years to get here, but
so that means
I don't think anybody else is leaving at this point. Honestly, my money's on Glenn getting pissed with us eventually, but I think he is a bit of a masochist, and this keeps him in keeps him watching the Cleveland Browns, because Lord knows he doesn't enjoy it any other way.
I was gonna say, this is the only thing he actually has to be able to cheer for to watch football, and he'll still watch the Browns, but like, why?
Yeah, I feel like that's how a lot of this league is, unfortunately. Well, I feel like I'm looking forward to Taylor quitting multiple times throughout the year on both himself and the Colts. So I feel like that's honestly a highlight throughout the year for me. So I'm sorry, Taylor, that I enjoy that, but
not just quitting, he quits and then thinks he might have a chance at winning the whole thing. And then quits again.
More up and down than Taylor Highland.
Oh, the roller coaster ride is just fantastic.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Hey, and I'm going to throw in a little bonus excitement that I'm really excited for. Kind of to your point about Taylor rooting for the Colts, is I don't really root for my team all that much, the Colts, anymore. But I do love being at Fat Dan's for Chicago Bears game days with my Colts TV on the side. So for those of you who are local or who want to make the trip, oftentimes we'll find ourselves at the Broad Ripple Fat Dance. So open door, everyone's welcome. I look forward to seeing a lot of you throughout the football season.
And for those of you down here in Asheville, we'll be right back where we were on my couch. So come and join me.
Fellas, it's been too long.
It
has. And I'm excited.
One other thing I'm really looking forward to is not just Red Zone, but also like having to struggle to find how I can stream every game, and like whether I can illegally stream it and then battle the ones that are blacked out. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for it.
That's all we've got for you today. Obviously, throughout the year, look forward to these podcasts for predictions, and then look forward to your blogs for recaps. The same old. We'll look forward to having guests on here. So if you're interested, shout out, come find us. And then, like you said, Kamish is going to be preparing his blogs. And so, yeah, we'll see when you guys see this. This is the first podcast of the year. Maybe Blake's motivated to get it edited, but hopefully we'll see. We'll see what what punishments you guys have once this gets posted, and we'll be able to look forward to our draft weekend in a little over 2.5 weeks. Right now, probably around 2 weeks when you get to hear this. So, Daddies, we couldn't be more excited to see you all on the 23rd. If we're not seeing you, fuck you for not prioritizing us, because we prioritized you. But those of you who are going to be in person, we're excited to see you.
We freaking love you.
Yes. We
freaking love you.
Love you guys so much. 5 years coming and going and coming again.
Coming.
All right. Love you, boys. Mwah.
Love you, Daddies.
Mwah.